So I'm Becca Cavill. I work for Boehringer Ingelheim Animal Health, where I've been for the last 4.5 years. And prior to that, I was in farm animal practice for about 18 years. Yeah, blue tongue's a really hot topic at the moment, and we've had it in the UK, this particular strain, since 2024. It came over from Europe, but initially we think originates in Africa. It's an emerging disease and it's spread by midges, which is why it's quite difficult to contain, and there's lots of different types of blue tongue. At the moment, we're most concerned about blue tongue 3. Farmers probably need to know how they can best control this disease and protect their herd and flock. The options for that are fairly limited. Initially we saw restrictions on movement, but now all of England and Wales are in a restriction zone, therefore they can move. And then I suppose the other main thing that we have for protection is vaccination. There's lots of myths around blue tongue, so farmers really need to try and understand how the disease works and how they can try and protect their herds and flocks against it, which is difficult. We have limited ways to do that. Restrictions of movement was one way, but that ship has largely sailed in the UK. And the other way to do that is through vaccination. But because there's so many different serotypes of blue tongue, each one generally requires a different vaccination to the other one, which makes it even more difficult. Blue tongue affects cattle and sheep, and we do see differences in dairy and beef cattle. In the sense that from a production perspective in dairy, we might see quite a significant drop in milk yield over the period that the animal is infected or has a viremia. They can have a viremia for up to 8 weeks, so you could potentially see a milk drop of up to a litre a day per cow, which can be obviously very significant. The fertility aspects would affect dairy and beef, so beef guys obviously very, very reliant on their calf crop, so if they lose 20% of their calves, that's a massive hit to them. Equally, dairy guys, if they're losing calves and they're not getting their replacements through, then that's impactful for them as well. So heading into spring this year, my advice to farmers would be that if you vaccinated last year, don't rely on that cover from 2025. We need to look at revaccinating these animals. Animals that weren't vaccinated, it's really important that they are vaccinated going forward so that we can protect them going into the high vector period, which is really spring, summer onwards to the back end of the year.